Hello, my dear students in 4th primary, how are you? Now I want to ask you a question. Can you think what is the greatest number, 5 or 12? Yes, they are very small numbers. It's certainly easy to compare between these numbers and determine which is large number and which is the small one. Okay, can you compare between large numbers that consist of millions and milliards, such as the numbers of ants in their colonies or the number of people in the countries, for example? Okay, welcome 4th primary students. I am Miss Sarah. Our lesson today is talking about comparing really big numbers. All you will need is to bring your pen, paper, and school book as usual. Now, be always ready to solve the problems with me. At the end of today's lesson, we will know how to use symbols and place value to compare large numbers. In Access, we will use an important thing that we have studied and practiced in Primary 3, which is the error analysis. Error analysis. هحلل الأخطاء بتاعتي. Error analysis model on page 31 in your book. Let's see it all together. Now, here is page 31 in your book, and we will find a model for error analysis زي ما احنا شايفين كده, in which we will analyze. هحلل فيه الانسر of one of your colleagues. خلاص هكتب الانسر بتاع الفريند بتاعنا, and we are going to focus on our analysis in 3 points. هركز كويس قوي على 3 points. هما ايه ال 3 points؟ Yes, concentrate with me. أول حاجة هركز عليها what is correct in the answer. ايه الصح في الانسر بتاعه؟ تاني حاجة هركز عليها what did your colleague do incorrectly. ايه الحاجة اللي هو عملها غلط؟ Third thing هركز عليه why do you think they made this error. ليه عمل الغلط ده؟ And what is the correct answer. بعد كده هكتب الانسر الصح. Explain your thinking. اوكي, هشرح التفكير بتاعي. Always remember that the error analysis model will help us figure out. هيساعدني قوي ان انا اطلع الاخطاء بتاعتي our own error while solving any mathematical problem, and this will help us become better thinkers and mathematicians. Okay, so let's go back to the question we have, which required from your colleague to convert the number written in decomposed form into standard form. يعني هعمل ايه؟ هحول النمبر from decomposed into standard form. او الستودنت هو اللي عمل النمبر from decomposed. He convert this number like you see here from decomposed into yes standard form. طيب let's read first the number. أنا أول حاجة هقول النمبر in decomposed form. خلاص؟ طيب let's see. This is 6 times 100,000 plus 5 times 10,000 plus 4 times 1,000 plus 3 times 100. This is the number in the decomposed form. The student's answer which we want to analyze is, he write in the number in standard form like 6,543. Okay, and you will write your analysis in the table in your book. شايفين التابل ده؟ We will write in this table. I'll give you a minute to analyze the answer, and then we will go through it together. Now that you have analyzed the answer in your book, what was the correct in this answer? ايه بقى الحاجة الصح في الانسر دي؟ تعالوا نشوف مع بعض. يبقى what did the student do correctly؟ ايه الحاجة الصح اللي الستودنت ده عملها؟ Yes, he wrote the number in standard form. يبقى I will write الحاجة اللي هو عملها صح the number is written in standard form. Yes, of course. طيب, let's move to this question. What did the student do incorrectly? ايه الحاجة اللي هو عملها غلط؟ Yes, the two numbers are not the same. The two numbers are not the same. اوكي دي الحاجة اللي عملها غلط. هو فعلا كتب النمبر in standard form بس ال two numbers they are not the same. اوكي طيب let's move to this one. Try to solve the problem correctly and explain your thinking. Let's try to solve this but in the place value chart. Let's do it. Here I have the place value chart as you see. Okay. Here we have the place value chart and I will write here the number correctly. Okay. Now let's try to write the correct answer. Okay. Here I have number 6 times 100,000 plus what? Yes, 5 times 10,000 plus what? 4 times 1,000 plus 3 times 100. Type. And what is the student's answer? Yes, he said that this number 6,543. Okay. طيب تعالوا بقى نحط ال expanded form in this chart عشان نعرف if this number right or wrong. Okay. وهنكتب ال correct answer. So 6 times 100,000 هعملها ازاي؟ I'll put it where? Yes, I'll put it under the 100,000 to be 6 in the 100,000 plus 5 times 10,000. So I will put 5 under the 10,000. Then 4 times 1,000, I'll put 4 under the, yes, under the 1,000. 3 times 100, I'll put 3 under the 100. Now, is there a digit in this number we can put in tens and ones? Is there? Okay, the standard form of the number, if we read it from the chart, is supposed to be what? 654,300. 300. You remember the answer that was written was what? Yes, look here, it is 6,543. I'm sure now you noticed the reason for the error. أنا متأكدة دلوقتي إن أنتوا عرفتوا الإيرور ده جه منين. It was that he didn't write zeros. ما حطش zeros فين؟ Yes, في التنس والones. Here we must keep in mind لازم نتأكد قوي إن we must put the zeros. Okay. If I don't have any numbers, I must put the zeros. Okay, not writing them in the decomposed term. طيب أنا مش بكتب الزيروز في decomposed form ليه؟ Because the zero, the value of any zero is zero. And this doesn't mean that if I didn't write it in the expanded form, I didn't write it in the standard form. I must put the zeros in the standard form. Okay, يبقى the correct answer is, after I put the 2 zeros here, it will be 654,300. Okay, but from the previous example, we can make sure that our knowledge of place value is very, very important when writing numbers in standard form. It will also help us in our lesson today to compare between big numbers and use symbols such as greater than and less than and equal in the comparison. And this is what we will start applying in Build. As usual, our colleagues Omar and Mariam have a task related to the numbers, which is comparing between the large numbers of ants in the hills. Let's use our knowledge of place value and help them. تعالوا بقى نساعدهم compare between these numbers. On page 32 in your book, we have an activity. Let's see it all together. Now let's start our activity entitled Comparing Anthills. This will be our activity. Okay? Type here, as you see, these are the numbers. As you see here, the number, each anthill has a number. Okay? Each anthill has a number. So, the number of the first anthill is, like you see here, 4,356. The number in the second one is, as you see here, 4,502. Okay? What similar digits can you see in the two numbers? أيوة قولوا لي بقى كده إيه اللي شايفينه similar in these two numbers. If you think for a while you will notice that هنلاحظ إيه؟ إن 4 is the similar digit in the two numbers في pictures أهو 4 here and 4 here, right? Of the first hill and the second hill الاتنين فيهم 4 and it represents here the thousand place. ال 4 دي في thousand place وال 4 دي برضو في thousand place, right? طيب now the value in the two numbers is 4,000. Our question is إيه الكويستشن بتاعي بقى؟ When we are comparing two numbers and the first digit is repeated لما أكون بقارن between two numbers وألاقي نفس الديجيت في ال two numbers, how do we know which is the big number and which is the smaller one? If you want to know which is the biggest number and which is the smallest number, you will make what? Yes, look at the hundred يبقى تاني. If I have the same number in the thousand, so I will go to the hundred. Look, here I have 5 in the hundred and here 3 in the hundred. So which is bigger, 500 or 300? Yes, of course 500 is bigger than 300. So 4,502 is bigger than 4,356. I hope you understand this very well, okay? And now, after we have finished the numbers in the anthills 1 and 2, let's start to see the two numbers in anthills 3 and 4. And as for the numbers written below, the anthills 3 and 4, the numbers are, like you see here, 14,108. The second number is, as you see here, 15,108. And as we can see in your book, the similar digits are what? Yes, are 1 in the 10,000th place. Look, here the 10,000, 1 here and 1 here. Okay? طيب 0 in the 10th place. فين ال 10th place? Yes, في 0 في ال 10th here and here. And what else? Yes, as we see here, here I have in the 1st place 8. يبقى تاني ايه الحاجات اللي زي بعض؟ The 1 in the 10,000, the 0 in the 10th place وال 8 في ال 1st place. دي الحاجات اللي زي بعض in the two numbers. How do we compare between these two numbers? هقارن ازاي between these two numbers and determine which is the greatest and which is the smallest? If the first digit of the left is the same, يبقى أنا هبدأ منين؟ من ال left side. هبدأ من ال left side. طيب if it is the same digit, what should I do? Yes, I will go to the next digit. I will go to the next digit. Look, here is 4 and here is 5. That means here I have 14,000 and 15,000. Which is bigger? Yes, of course, 15,000 is greater than 14,000. Now, if the comparison is challenging and the numbers are written in standard form, we can use the place value chart and represent the numbers on it and compare between them on the chart. Okay, let's go. Here I have the two numbers. Let's represent the first number, 14,108, on this chart. Look, okay, here I have 14,000. So I'll put 1 where? Yes, 1 in the 10,000 place. Where's the 10,000? Here, right. What about the 4? This 4 is 4,000. So I'll put the 4 in the 1,000th place, as you see. What about the 1? It is 100. So I'll put it in the 100th place. And then 0. Shall I put 0? Yes, of course. I must put the 0 in its place in the 10th. What about the 8? Yes, it is in the 1st place. Okay, this is the first number. Let's see the second number, which was 15,108. Let's put it in the chart. Now, I have 15,000, so I'll put the 1 right in the 10,000 place. I'll put the 5 in the 1,000th place. 100, I'll put the 1 in the 100th place. Shall I put the 0? Yes, I must put it in its place. Then what about 8? The 8 is in the ones place as you see here. Okay? We shall notice that they are composed of the same number of digits, right? These two numbers consist of what? 5 digits as you see, which means that they reach the value of the 10,000. 5 digits يعني عند ال 10,000, right? We shall also notice that digits in the 10,000 place are equal زي هنا في ال 10,001 وبرضه في second number ال 10,001. So in the first number, what about the 1,000? Yes, in the first number is 4 and in the second number is 5. So here I have 4,000 and 5,000. So which is greater? Yes, the number, of course, 5,000 greater than 4,000, and that's why 15,108 greater than 14,108. All what we did is to compare between the previous numbers was to find out the greatest place value of the numbers. We compare based on it. Now, all what we did to compare between the previous numbers was to find out the greatest place value of the numbers and compare based on it. Do you think there are other strategies? في حد فكر إن ممكن يبقى في strategies تانية that make the comparison easier for us? طيب, in fact, we have another strategy. Yes, we have another strategy that we can use to facilitate comparison in large numbers. This strategy has 2 basic steps. The first step, let's see. Here, the first step, check the number of digits of the 2 numbers. هشوف the number of digits in the 2 numbers. If the number of the digits is different, لو number of digits مختلف, the number consists, of course, of more digits will be the greater, right? لو عندي 6 digits و 5 digits, 6 digits will be greater than 5 digits. And if the number of digits is equal, طب هعمل ايه لو لقيت number of digits equal in the 2 sides؟ لو هنا 5 digits وهنا 5 digits هعمل ايه؟ Yes, we will move to the second step. ايه الستep التانية بقى؟ We should start comparing between 2 numbers starting from the first digit on the left. لما اجي بعمل comparing دايما ببدأ from the left side. And if they are equal, look at the next digit. If they are equal, look to the next digit. Okay? So I can put these symbols greater than and less than and equal to. Now we have 2 strategies for comparing numbers, and we will add these strategies to our strategies chart, which is in our class. And every time we meet a new strategy, كل ما يجيلنا strategy جديدة, نقابل strategy جديدة, we should add it to the chart to remind us تفكرنا always of the strategies we use. After we got acquainted with the 2 strategies, لما خلاص عرفنا 2 strategies اللي عندنا and we wrote them on the chart, let's apply. تعالوا بقى نطبق الحاجات دي strategies to the numbers of the ant hills we have on page 32. Let's do it all together. Here in page 32, like you see, the 2 numbers in pictures 1 and 2 are what? Yes, let's see. The first number is 4,356. The second number is 4,502. Let's count the digits. تعالوا بقى نعد الديجيتس اللي عندي. Okay, طيب, the first one, how many digits? 1, 2, 3, 4 digits. Yes, as you see. Now let's see the second one. How many digits do I have here? Yes, 4 digits also. طيب, احنا قلنا لما يكون the same, the 2 numbers have the same or equal digits. What should I do? Yes, I will see the next digit. I will see the next digit. طب هنا عندي next digit 3 and here the next digit 5. واتفقنا ان احنا we will start from the left side, right? Which is bigger, 300 or 500? Yes, of course, 500 is bigger. So 4,502 is greater than 4,356. So let's put our sign. Now we have 2 hills here. The first number is, yes, 14,108. The second number 15,108. Now let's count the digits in each number. Here I have 5 digits. Here also I have 5 digits. So what should I do? Yes, they are equal number of digits. هعمل ايه؟ We move to the second step. ايه second step بقى لما الاقي same number of digits؟ هعمل ايه؟ I will compare starting from the first digit on the left. هبدأ من ال left side. هبدأ من ال left side. Look, the first digit here is the same. يعني الاثنين عندهم 1 في ال first digit. So what should I do? I will move to the next number, which is here 4 and here is 5. So which is bigger, 14,108 or 15,108? Of course, 15,108 greater than 14,108. Now you have examples in your book, and I also wrote 2 examples on the board here. Let's apply the 2 strategies we have learned about comparing large numbers on them. Let's see. Here in the first example, we will compare between 2 numbers, which are, yes, as you see here, 95,000 and 950,000. Okay, as we see here. Let's compare between these 2 numbers. The first number is 95,000, the second number is 950,000. What should I do? Yes, first of all, I will use the first strategy, the place value strategy. The first number is less than the second number, right? Of course, 95,000 less than 950,000. Okay, now the first number is less than the second number. Why? Because the second number has reached the place value of, yes, 9 here is in the 100,000, right? But 9 here is in the 10,000. That's why 950,000 greater than 95,000. Okay, and we should put the symbol. يبقى 95,000 less than 950,000 as you see. طيب, what about the second strategy? If we count the digits, فاكرين the second strategy? Yes, first of all I will count the digit in each number. هعد the digits في كل number. I will find that في الفيرست number عندي كام digit? Yes, 5 digits. What about here the second number? I have 6 digits. Okay. طيب يبقى which is bigger? Of course, the number which has 6 digits greater than the number which has 5 digits only. Okay. طيب, let's move to the second one. I have another 2 numbers. I will compare between them. Let's see. Here I have 25,411,239. This is the first number. And I have second number, which is 24,411,000, yes, and 239. I will do it with the same steps. The first number is what? 25 million, while the second number is 24 million. So, which is bigger? Yes, of course, 25 million greater than 24 million. So, I will put the symbol, the first number greater than the second number. Okay. What about if I use the second strategy? Second strategy means that I will count the digits in both sides. طيب, مين شاطر يقول لي how many digits here? Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 digits. What about the other side? Also, I have 8 digits here. طيب, هعمل إيه? I will see the first digit and the first digit here. They are the same. 2 in the 10 million and 2 in the 10 million. هعمل إيه؟ I will move. طبعا I will start from the left side. When I compare 2 numbers, I must start from the left side. طيب, لما الاقي 2 numbers like each other. هعمل إيه؟ I will see أو I will move to the next digit. I will move to the next digit. Here I have 5 millions. The second number I have 4 millions. So which is bigger, 5 millions or 4 millions? Of course, 5 millions greater than 4 millions. And that's why 25,411,239 greater than 24,411,239. Now, after we have learned and applied strategies to compare large numbers, now it's your turn on page 33 in your book. Let's move to page 33. Now, here is page 33 in your book. We are required to compare. مطلوب مننا إيه؟ Compare the numbers of anthills under the pictures in 1 and 2, like you see, okay, and 3, using greater than, less than, or equal in words and signs, okay, symbols بتاعتنا. You can use any strategy you prefer. هتستخدم بقى أي strategy أنت عايز تستخدمها. That will make it easier for you. أهم حاجة تستخدم الاستراتيجي اللي هتخلي answer to be easy for you. I'll give you a minute to solve the 3 examples and we will review them when you finish. Now, let's see question number 1. Here I have 2 numbers. First number 123,568. The second number 123,978. Which is bigger? Yes, as we see here. Here I have 9 in the 100 and here I have 5 in the 100. طيب أنا ليه بصيت لل 100؟ because the thousands here are the same. For 2 numbers, the thousands are the same, okay? So I will move to the 100. 500 and 900, of course, 900 is bigger. So the second number is greater than the first number. Let's move to question number 2, or anthill number 2. Here I have 6,235,678. Second number, 6,235,508. Type, look here in the million place, I have both sides are equal. So I will move to the next digits. Here in the thousand place, I have both sides are equal, 235 in both sides. So what should I do? I will move to the next digits. Now I have here 600 and here 500. So the first number, of course, is greater than the second number. Let's move to number 3. Here I have, yes, very big number, 2,450,890,007. The second number, 2,500,000,000, right? Which is bigger? Let's see. Here in the milliard place, I have the same number, 2 milliard on both sides. Type, what should I do? I will move to the next digits. Here I have 450 in the million place, here 500 in the million place. So, of course, 500 million greater than 450 million. And that's why the second number greater than the first number. Let's see page 34 all together. Type. Here in your book, you want me to create the numbers that make the composition true. Okay? So, here is the symbol. He wants number smaller than 890,789,000. Okay. طيب دلوقتي تاني هو عايز مني ايه؟ عايز number smaller than this one. What should I do? طيب قولي أي number smaller than this one. ممكن حد يكتب لي ايه؟ Yes, ممكن حد يكتب لي miss. I can write 790,789,000. I will tell him super boy. Why? Because here 700 million is smaller than 800 million. Okay? Let's move to the next one. Here I have 2 milliards 456,800,900. And here's the symbol. symbol دي بتقول لي ايه؟ بتقول لي ان he wants number smaller than this number. Okay, he wants number smaller than this number. What should I do? Yes, ممكن بدل ما اكتب 2 million اكتب only 1 million. If I write like this, 1,456,800,000 for example. Is it right? Yes. Why? Because 1 million smaller than 2 million. طب هي دي الإجابة الوحيدة؟ لا طبعا، في many answers وكلهم هيبقوا صح. Now, after we have compared the numbers in the previous activity, we have now reached connect in our lesson on page 34, where you think about the strategies you learned today about comparing and describe the easiest strategy. كل واحد هيختار ال easiest strategy for him or her and when it might be needed in our lives. And also how we can help Omar or Maryam to compare between large numbers of ants. I'll give you a minute to think and express your thinking in your own way and use words and numbers in your explanation. Now it's time to practice all what we have learned about comparing large numbers in the practice part in your book, page 35. Let's do it all together. Here I have the practice sheet. Okay. And let's do it all together. Here, number 1, circle the symbol to compare the numbers. I will just circle the symbol, okay? طيب تعالوا بقى قبل ما اعمل السيمبل what should I do? I must read the two numbers. I must read the two numbers, okay? Make sure you apply the two strategies. Now you know what are the two strategies, of course. طيب here, how can I read this number? Yes, I have 4 periods here. So the biggest one is, yes, milliard. The first number, 5,680,421,226. The second number, 5,598,672,565. So which is the bigger and which is the smaller? تعالوا بقى step by step. Here I have in the milliards 5 and 5. So I will move to the next digit. وما ننساش, don't forget, I will start from the left side. طيب, what about the second one? Here I have 600 million. The second number, 500 million. So which is bigger? Yes, of course, 600 million is greater than 500 million. So that's why the first number is greater than the second number. So which symbol do I choose? Yes, of course, the first symbol I will choose. Okay, let's move to the next one. Here, first, before doing anything, I must read the numbers well. The first number is, look here, I have only 3 periods, which is 1,000 and million. So the first number, 89,418,147. The second number, also 89,418,247. So what should I do? I will start to compare from the left side. طيب, أول حاجة عندي, here I have